Hi everyone, thanks for joining my weekly Facebook Live series. Today we're going to talk about 5 steps to turn that side hustle into a full-time business. And if you don't know me, I'm Caroline Castrillon. I'm the founder of Corporate Escape Artist. I'm a business and life coach that helps people escape their 9-to-5 jobs so they can find fulfillment working for themselves. So how to turn that side hustle into a full-time business. Maybe you're thinking about starting a side hustle, or you have a side hustle in place. Maybe you've had it in place for a while and you're thinking, okay, it's time. I want to turn it into a full-time business, but how do I do that? How do I take the plunge? Well, it can be scary to leave behind a steady paycheck. So I'm going to give you 5 steps that you can take to turn that side hustle into a full-time business and do it successfully. So the first step is test and learn. You want to test and learn as much as you can while you're in that full-time job. Because with that steady paycheck, you're in the unique position of being able to try different things so you can see what works and what doesn't. So understand your target market, your value proposition, your key differentiators. Take a look at your competitors and put together your marketing strategy. This is a great time to test the waters, to validate your business model and build some traction while you're still in that full-time job. You also don't have the financial stress that might cause you to make bad decisions. So test and learn. Then the next step is to put processes in place. Because if you're going to build a business, you want it to grow. And in order for it to grow successfully, it has to be able to scale. And in order to do that, you need processes. So that could mean tools, software, or even a virtual assistant. You want to build processes because at some point in the long term, your goal is going to be to grow the business to the point where you need a team of people supporting you. And you're going to need processes in place to do that so that you can eventually delegate your projects to other people, because ultimately you can't build a business in a vacuum. You have to have a talented group of people supporting you. And then the next step, and probably the most important, is to plan ahead financially. So it's going to take some time for your business to grow to the point where you can support yourself, and your business and paycheck might be volatile, especially in the beginning. So because of that, you want to plan ahead financially and put some money aside. A lot of people recommend 3 to 6 months. I recommend putting aside a year or more of living expenses just to be on the safe side. But don't set aside just living expenses. Don't forget the other expenses that you're going to need to think about, like paid advertising or marketing to help grow your business, or other services like accounting or website maintenance. You're going to need to find people that are strong in areas that you're weak. So a good rule of thumb is to do what you love and outsource what you don't. And then the next step is to set a deadline. A deadline is really important to hold yourself accountable, especially if you've been in limbo for a while. And unfortunately, people tend to be more accountable to others than they are to themselves. And so if that's the case, if you have trouble holding yourself accountable or you have trouble meeting deadlines, this might be a good time for you to find a mentor or a coach to help you through this phase. As someone who's worked with several coaches myself, I can tell you that it can be a big help. And so set a deadline, because a goal without a deadline is just a dream. And finally, my last bit of advice is don't wait for the perfect time. Launching a business is like having a baby. There is no perfect time. A lot of people use waiting for the right time as a procrastination tactic, but there is no right time. The best thing you can do is to plan carefully and then execute accordingly, because you can have the best laid plans in the world, but if you don't execute on them, you're not going to get anywhere. So entrepreneurship can be scary. Just don't be afraid to fail. And know that you just need to take careful, consistent steps. And success doesn't happen overnight. You just need to embrace your passion, trust your instincts, and know that great things will happen. So I hope this information was helpful. If you'd like more information on this topic, you can find it on my blog at corporateescapeartist.com. And I'm also on Facebook Live every Wednesday at 12 o'clock Central. So if you or someone you know would like to escape that 9-to-5 job to find fulfillment working for yourself, please reach out to me. I would love to hear your story and help you on that journey. So until next time, I will see you soon. Thanks so much for joining, everyone.